was originally going to be a fantasy reading vlog, and I picked out 3 books. I was going to read all 3 of them, but then I posted this on my Instagram story, and literally everyone was like, read ACOTAR, read it. So I was like, why don't I just do a reading vlog of reading this one book, since it's so popular and y'all wanted me to read it. Over the summer, I listened to the audiobook of like probably like a third, like a quarter of this book. I did not like the audiobook. It was like cringe. I like couldn't follow along because it was like hard. I didn't really understand the world building through an audiobook, so I think I'm gonna like it more as a physical book. Look, there's like a rip in my copy. Do you see this? It looks like someone like took scissors and like cut it or something by accident. This is a really popular series, so I really hope I like this book. I know there's also romance in this book, and people told me that it's a very slow burn, so I don't know if I like that, but we'll find out. I'm scared. Like, I want to read it really bad, but at the same time I'm scared because what if I don't like it and it's so popular? I'm gonna be reading this book over Thanksgiving break. Today's Monday. I'm leaving school tomorrow, going home for break. Let's go start reading. Just read the first chapter, so I'm only like 10 pages in. Definitely think I'm gonna like reading it this way better than when I had to listen to the audiobook. Also, in the front of the book there is a map, and obviously with the audiobook, like, I didn't get that, so like I think it'll be a lot easier to understand the whole like world building and like concepts because of the map. Also put on some cafe music, we put on the vibe lights, and I'm just really feeling the fall cozy Thanksgiving reading vibe I need right now. We got our cafe music. We've got this orange lighting. There's Fran crocheting. I'm reading my book. I'm home. There's Eris. I am on page 20 of this book. I'm gonna try and get to like 100, 150-ish today. I think like even all of that will be things I've already read, like because I read the audiobook. Oh. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get a good chunk into this today. So far, like I said, it's definitely more enjoyable in like the physical form than as an audiobook. Out of all the characters in this book, I don't find one enjoyable yet. Like Farah, she like is doing everything she can for her family and no one fucking gives a shit. Both of her sisters are so unappreciative. Like, she does things for the family and no one else does. Like, her dad just sits there and does nothing. The sisters sit there and do nothing, and she literally takes care of all of them, and they're all bitches to her. Okay, I just finished chapter 3. This is not a spoiler. I just checked the back. I just got to the part, or like I'm about to read the chapter, I think, where Farah's gonna get taken by, I don't want to say what it is. She's gonna get taken to the like fairy world instead of the regular world. So it's like spicing up already, and I'm only 30 pages in. I think the reason why I have this problem where with like fantasy books or series, I only like the first one. Like, usually I try and read the rest of the series and then I get bored. And I feel like it's because in the first one, a lot of the book is just world building. Like, you are figuring out like what all the words mean and things like that, and then once you get to like the second and third books, you're supposed to already know that shit. So I feel like that's why I usually find like only the first book's good. So we'll see if that's the case for this series, but so far I am liking it. I'm gonna keep reading. Time for an update. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am vlogging on my phone right now because my SD card ran out, so I need to pick up another one. If the quality is bad, that's why. I promise it'll get better in a second. Got to page 75. I feel like I'm doing too many updates here. I'm really enjoying the book. I am not someone who rereads books ever. So I was high-key contemplating like just trying to find the place where I left off and skip to it, but I did decide to just read it from the beginning, and I'm really glad I did because I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if it'll be like 5 stars for me because everyone seems to be like so obsessed with this book series. I don't know if it'll be like that for me, but it's not like I'm hating it. Like, I'm actually enjoying it, and I'm not a fantasy reader, so it is really hard for me to get into fantasy series. So I'm glad I'm liking this. Also, the book is literally just so beautiful. Like, this color, I love it. Yay, I'm back on my camera. It literally looks so unbelievably crusty today. Anyway, I'm on page 142. I'm trying to get to page 200 today. So far, I'm still reading parts that I read before. Nothing new yet, and I'm feeling like I listened to a lot more of this than I thought. I was on chapter 22. So hopefully after today, I'll be reading some new stuff. I definitely 100% enjoy the romance part. I'm doing this because it's like not romance yet. Like, there's a couple lines where Farah will be like, where she'll say something and I'm just like, but it's not really, I wouldn't call it romance yet. However, I'm still enjoying it, and I definitely find it less cringy from reading it physically. When I was listening to the audiobook, it was just making me cringe because I was like, how can she like this character? I just don't want her to be with him. But like, now that I'm reading it in like the physical format, I am liking it more. Let's keep reading. I just took the back and I realized it's not a spoiler for me to say who the romance is between because it literally says it on the back. But they're so cute. This slow burn is like, I didn't know if I would like it because I'm kind of more of like just get to the point kind of girl, but I am liking it, and like I almost feel guilty about liking it because I feel like it's a Stockholm syndrome type vibe. Like, he literally kidnapped her basically, and now they're falling in love. That seems a little fishy to me, but at the same time I like it. I feel guilty about liking it, but I am enjoying it. Page 160. I forgot about that part. Poor Lucian. I'm officially halfway. I'm really liking it. I finally got to where I don't know what's gonna happen next. The last chapter I read, chapter 22, I hadn't read that before, so now I'm so excited. They are so cute together. I feel so guilty saying that, but like, they are. And like, I don't understand why I like it because he's literally an animal. I am liking this slow burn because I'm like, come on, come on, come on. That's all I'm gonna read for today. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but I'm still gonna try and read a good chunk tomorrow. I'll see you then. It's the next day, Thanksgiving. All day I have been thinking about this book and how much all I wanted to be doing was reading this book. I think that's a good sign, and I think it's a good thing that I didn't like force myself to sit down and read this all in one sitting. I've been kind of like, this book might be 3 stars, but all day I've been like, I want to be reading this. I have some friends with me right now. The lighter dog is Monty, the darker dog is Millie, and they're just gonna be hanging out with me all night. My plan is to get through at least 100 more pages. It's only 7:30, so it's possible. We'll see how much I get through. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I did finish reading everything that I had previously read. So everything I'm gonna be reading from now on is new content, and I'm so excited. Dudes, chapter 25. So good, so cute. Oh my god. Literally, I just want to reread that chapter again because my heart, bro. My heart. Yes. Guys, this book is breaking me. Breaking me. Chapter 27. I'm so upset. I'm so upset that that's happening. I don't even have words. I don't even have words. I'm just hoping something happens that prevents what's supposed to happen from happening. I don't know if that made any sense. Oh my gosh. I literally like want to finish this book. I don't think I can tonight, but I want to know what happens so bad. I finished what I wanted to read for today. Oh my god. I see the hype. I didn't see any of this coming for this book. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but it was not this. And I feel like there are a lot of moments so far in this book where they say something's gonna happen and then I'm like, that's not really gonna happen, and then it did. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because I want this to be a spoiler-free vlog. I really want to finish this book tonight. I have 100 pages left, so I think I'm gonna take a little break and then come back. It's only 10:15, so I have a lot of time that I can finish this book tonight. I just need a break quick, and then I'll see you guys back here. I haven't finished, but I just needed to come on here to say I fucking hate Reese. He can rot. Like, Bye. Also, I wanted to mention, I always thought that Reese was a love interest for some reason, but now I'm like realizing I don't see that happening. I was really confused by that at first, but now I'm understanding it, and yeah, I want him to die. Also, look at Monty right now, bro. As you guys saw, I literally just finished. I'm not gonna say my thoughts right now. I'm going to collect them. I'm gonna go on TikTok, watch every TikTok there is about this book. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, I will give you my final thoughts. It's the next day. My thoughts are collected. I'm ready to talk about this book. First of all, my rating. I know that if I reviewed this, like did this part last night, I would have given this book 5 stars, no doubt about it. Right now I'm gonna give it 4 stars, 4.5, just because I feel like a 5-star book, I could enjoy it no matter what. Audiobook, regular book, whatever. And this book, I didn't like it as an audiobook, and I actually DNF'd it, but I loved it in the hard copy form. So I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars, I think. This book though, I think I have found a new genre that I like because of this book. I like fantasy, but I have never been a big fantasy reader, but because this book had a lot of romance in it as well as the fantasy, I feel like I'm obsessed. And the slow burn, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but let me just tell you, I loved it. I loved it so much. I'm going to Barnes & Noble later today to film another video, so I think I'm gonna pick up the next book in this series. I think there's also a novella in this series. I don't know if it's supposed to be like right next, so I'll have to look that up. I definitely see the hype. It's a really good fantasy book. Like, I would definitely recommend it for you if you're trying to get into fantasy like me. Overall, I see the hype. I do recommend it to you guys. Wow, it's like just a masterpiece. Like, I'm just staring at this book and I'm like, this was so good. Every single thing that happened by the end of the book, I didn't see coming. I was so surprised. I loved every part of it. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was up to your expectations. I know so many people love this book, and I hope I did it justice with this vlog. Make sure to follow me on Goodreads, just because you will see what books I'm reading before I release the videos. Sorry, the lighting just got really weird in here. Make sure to follow my Instagram too for some more book updates. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you're liking these book videos because I'm loving making them, and I love sharing my reading journey with you guys. So, see you in the next one.